Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a seriously fascinating protocol. We are looking at the exact architecture of the Day 03 challenge. So let's just dive right in, because honestly, this isn't your standard run-of-the-mill workout routine. The source material we're analyzing today frames this specifically as a 15-minute full-body test. And what's absolutely crucial to understand right from the jump, this is not a test of how many reps you can count. Nope, it is framed entirely as a test of pure survival.
Which brings us to the ultimate question the source material asks right out of the gate. Can you survive all 5 levels without pressing pause? This immediately sets the stakes for the gauntlet we're about to explore together. Think about it. It's a continuous 15-minute challenge. No pauses, literally no timeouts, just you and 5 escalating levels.
And there is a stark psychological reality to this challenge. The text explicitly states, most beginners quit before level 4. It completely refuses to sugarcoat the difficulty. It essentially lays down a direct challenge to you, asking, will you quit, before confidently stating, let's find out. It's such a brilliant way to hook your attention and make you want to beat those odds.
So, here is our tactical mission map for today. 1. The ultimate full body test. 2. Phase 1, prep and build. 3. Phase 2, the push. 4. The final mental barrier. And finally, recovery and progression.
All right, moving into section 1, the ultimate full body test. Remember, it's not about the reps. That brings us to section 2, phase 1, prep and build, which covers levels 1 and 2.
Level 1 is titled the wake up phase. The text prescribes 40 seconds of jumping jacks, but it gives very specific instructions here. You need to move lightly and breathe deeply. The source explicitly notes that your mission right now is not speed. The sole purpose is simply preparing your body for what's to come. After these 40 seconds, you get a 20-second rest as the text proudly declares, Level 1 complete.
Right after that 20-second rest, we immediately hit level 2, build strength. This level utilizes squats for 40 seconds. But again, it's not about how fast you can go. The text provides highly specific physical cues you've got to follow. Push your hips back, keep your chest up. You're instructed to drive through your heels and literally feel your legs working. It's all about maintaining structural form to build that necessary strength before you hit your next 20-second rest period. But as you rest, the protocol flashes this very specific warning. 2 levels left until the hard part. So the crucial takeaway here is that everything you've just done, the jumping jacks, the squats, the heavy focus on breathing and form, that was all just the warm-up. This text is perfectly designed to build tension. It's letting you know the physical intensity is about to severely escalate.
Now we hit section 3, phase 2, the push. This is levels 3 and 4.
Level 3 targets the upper body with 40 seconds of push-ups, and the text offers an interesting choice alongside a strict command. You're allowed to do regular push-ups or knee push-ups, but the defining rule of this level is the battle of fast reps versus perfect form. The protocol commands you to literally just slow down. It explicitly states that perfect form beats fast reps every single time. You are meant to endure the muscular tension here, not just rush through it.
Following those grueling push-ups, you enter another 20-second rest. But the protocol doesn't just let you sit there in silence. It delivers a highly targeted psychological boost, telling you you're stronger than yesterday. It's this calculated reinforcement right when your muscles are starting to heavily fatigue, preparing your mind for the true intensity of the next level.
And you'll need that boost, because level 4 takes absolutely no prisoners. This level is literally titled Don't Quit, and it relies on mountain climbers. Notice how the directives completely change here. Unlike the squats or push-ups where you were told to slow down and focus on form, the first command here is faster. You need to keep your core tight as your heart rate is actively rising. The text actually acknowledges that your breathing is getting harder, noting that that's normal. But the ultimate directive of level 4 is simply don't stop.
As you collapse into your final 20-second rest, a new message appears, only 1 level left. Take a breath and let that sink in for a second. You've pushed through the wake-up, the strength build, the upper body tension, and the massive cardio spike of level 4. There is only one final test standing between you and survival.
Section 4, the final mental barrier, the climax.
The final level is the dreaded plank hold, and the source material reveals a truly fascinating psychological truth right here. It states that this exact moment is where most people quit, not because their body fails, but because their mind gives up first. Remember at the beginning when the text said most beginners quit before level 4? Well, for those who actually make it to the end, the plank hold is the ultimate filter. It's a brutal battle against your own mind telling you to just drop to the floor.
And the protocol walks you through the absolute agony of this climax with a crushing countdown. You are just told to hold, and then the timeline begins ticking away. 20 seconds left, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5, done. When you finally hit 0, the text officially declares, you passed today's challenge. The crushing weight of the climax is lifted. You survived the gauntlet.
Section 5, recovery and progression, the cooldown. You've survived the 5 levels without quitting. You didn't press pause once. But the source material makes it abundantly clear that the challenge isn't actually over the second the timer hits 0. We shift the tone back to calm and steady for the cooldown. The protocol outlines a very specific sequence. After the sheer intensity of the mountain climbers and the plank hold, you are instructed to stretch your legs. Then, stretch your shoulders. Finally, you are told to take 3 slow breaths, bringing that heart rate right back down and returning to the calmness we saw way back in level 1. Which brings us to the underlying philosophy of the entire routine. Recovery is part of training. The text emphasizes this to ensure you understand that the mission doesn't end just because the sweat has stopped dripping. Actively cooling down and resetting your body is just as vital as the push-ups or the squats. It is a mandatory, non-negotiable part of the system.
Finally, the protocol ends with some well-deserved congratulations. You've completed day 03. It asks users to drop a comment saying, "I finished day 03," to publicly claim their victory. But it leaves us with one last, provocative thought. The text immediately pivots to tomorrow, warning that it will test your endurance with an even tougher challenge. So, the question you really have to ask yourself after barely surviving today is, will you conquer day 4's endurance challenge? See you next time.